Hello, Größe. My name is Vijay and I'm working here at Dhara Solutions as a funding expert. With our offices in Vienna, Graz and Klagenfurt, we are supporting startups, SMEs and young entrepreneurs to get public funding from different regional, national, Austrian funding agencies as well as from international funding agencies like European Commission, for example. Today, via this online video coaching, I will talk about a funding program which has been here in Austria since several years and has been supporting research and development activities, intensifications in all sizes of companies starting from startups. This funding program is called FFG Basisprogramm. Within this program, a company can receive up to 3 million euros of funding. If you are a startup, the funding rate for you is 70%. And if you are not a startup, then the funding rate for your company is 50%. This funding program is open for all the time in a year. So there is no basically a deadline or a cutoff date. You can apply anytime for this funding. FFG Basisprogramm is there to support, to strengthen research and development activities of all sizes of companies, either for the development of a new product, process, or the service. What is special in this funding program is that those projects which have a high technical risk are easily funded within this funding program. If you are a startup and you would like to apply for this funding program, the cost which this funding program can cover is quite wide. For example, it can cover the salary of you, your founding team, as well as your staff, any material and research and development activity related cost. If you need a third party, an external company to support your product development, your business development, this funding can also support. What is not preferred in this funding program to be funded is marketing and sales related cost. In order to be successful in this funding program, there are two criteria, technical and the economic criteria, which has to be fulfilled. Technical, high level of technical innovation should be involved in your project. That means that the degree of innovation you are involving in this particular project as well as the technical challenge need to be of the high degree. Economic aspect of this project should focus on the economic assessment of your project. That means you should also think of commercialization strategy of this project. That means that how are you going to bring this product finally to market, what kind of business you will create, how would your revenue or the business model would look like. All these things should be included in the funding application. Application process for this funding is rather straightforward. You will need to create a login on the FFG e-call system, select there the Basisprogramm. The documents you need for applying for this funding program includes three main documents. One, you need a very high quality of business plan, which not only just highlight the business plan of your company itself, but also focus on the project which you are going to apply within this FFG Basisprogramm. Second document, what you need is a application form of the FFG Basisprogramm fully completed. On an average, between 30 to 60, 70 pages, application is often considered as a good application in this FFG Basisprogramm. In addition to these two documents, you will also need to provide a financial plan of your project, and this should include cost which will happen in different work packages in terms of the personal cost, in terms of material cost, if there is a external company to be involved. The time from when you apply until you receive the money in your account is around, I would say, 3 months plus. On an average, FFG takes roughly 3 months to evaluate your project. The procedure is that once you you have created all these documents in a good quality, you need to upload them and apply via online portal of FFG. It's called eCall. After your application has been submitted, you will receive a confirmation from funding agency that your application has been submitted. In the next upcoming weeks, one of the project officer which is assigned to your project will contact you and arrange a meeting to get to know your project more in detail. Normally in these meetings there is a technical expert who is an expert on the topic of your project, as well as a financial expert are present. You are invited to go to the office of FFG in Vienna. However, nowadays due to corona restrictions, very often these meetings are also happening via online channels, like via a Zoom call or Microsoft Teams or any other online meeting tool. During this meeting, you are giving a pitch of your project, and these experts are asking several questions and answers related to your technical innovation, related to your business plan, related to your project, business, financial plan, etc. After this meeting, if there are some changes or some points which are not clear to the experts, they will ask you to update these topics in your funding application and provide the update to the funding officers. After this process is completed, these project officer will present your project to the FFG board. If your project is accepted, normally on the same day of the board meeting or the next day, you receive an email that your project has been granted. Within the next days, they will send you a contract, which is called grant agreement, to be signed. And once you have submitted the signed grant agreement to FFG, within a few working days, you receive roughly 50% of the total funding which has been accepted in your bank account. In order to receive the next installment, there is a criteria for the midterm reporting. Once you have consumed roughly half of your budget, then you need to submit the midterm report. At this time, you receive a part of the remaining payment, and rest 10 to 15% of the remaining payment you receive at the end of the year once you have submitted the end final report of the project. This FFG funding program is a very special funding program because it's open for any topic. It's not restricted to any specific field of science, technology, or innovation. It's open for all the topics, and application is accepted throughout the year. From the day when you have submitted your application to FFG and you receive a confirmation, this date onward, if your project starts from the same date, all the costs which happen or which are eligible costs for FFG within this project, they are going to be funded independent of the next date of the board meeting. If you have any question or any difficulty for applying for this particular funding grant, we would be more than happy to support you. You can simply write us a mail on the email address given below, and we will be very happy to get in touch with you. Thank you very much and have a good day.